Insider and NBSP published a prolonged expose on Justin Bieber's supervisor Scooter Braun's relationships with his consumers and recognition in the tune industry, and one of the most hanging tidbits used to be the position Braun performed in and NBSP BIEBER''S and NBSP years long and NBSP on-off romance with Selena Gomez. Sources stated it created troubles between Gomez and Braun, and appalled Gomez's shut pal Taylor Swift. Swift and NBSP later very publicly spoke out and NBSP against Braun when he bought Big Machine and her first 6 albums masters. Later and NBSP sold them to Shamrock Holdings, and Swift is now releasing re-recordings of these albums. Braun's cure of Gomez, a supply with know-how of the dynamic, said, contributed to her decision. Multiple sources told and NBSP Insider and NBSP that when Bieber used to be courting Gomez, Braun used to be a quasi-parental parent to Bieber and regarded to be enmeshed in almost all elements of his life, which includes Gomez and Bieber's relationship. Over time, there absolutely obtained to be horrific blood between the two camps, and character privy to Gomez and Braun's dynamic, advised the outlet. A supply with understanding of the dynamic told and NBSP Insider and NBSP Swift used to be appalled with the aid of the way Braun dealt with factors of Bieber and Gomez's relationship, the outlet wrote. The website online reported, per the source, that it used to be one of the motives Swift went after Braun so tough when he later bought her masters. Braun's lawyer Marty Singer, known as the Declare about Swift ridiculous, and stated that Braun continues to have a very exact relationship with Selena. Singer additionally pointed out that Braun and Swift had been photographed dancing collectively in Taylor's photograph sales space at a personal billboard afterparty in latest years, one that took vicinity in 2015. A supply shot to Swift took difficulty with that characterization of their relationship. If Scooter is attempting to insinuate they had been friends, it would have been the friendly component to ask her if she was once okay with him shopping for her complete life's work out from below her, the supply said. He did now not do that. Obviously any picture taken with him used to be earlier than Taylor located out all the small print and the full extent of some matters that had long gone down. In and NBSP her open letter and NBSP after Braun purchased her masters in 2019, Swift known as it her worst case state of affairs and wrote, I discovered about Scooter Braun's buy of my masters as it was once introduced to the world. All I ought to suppose about used to be the incessant manipulative bullying I've obtained at his arms for years. Like when Kim Kardashian orchestrated an illegally recorded snippet of a telephone name to be leaked, and then Scooter acquired his 2 customers collectively to bully me online about it. See photo, or when his client, Kanye West, geared up a revenge porn tune video which strips my physique naked, she continued. Now Scooter has stripped me of my life's work that I wasn't given and possibility to buy. Of Braun's have an impact on her, Swift added. Anytime Big Machine Scott Borchetta has heard the phrases Scooter Braun break out my lips, it was once when I was once both crying or making an attempt no longer to. He knew what he was once doing by promoting the masters to him, they each did. Controlling a lady who didn't prefer to be related with them. In perpetuity. That capacity forever. Gomez and NBSP showed support and NBSP for Swift after she posted her letter with her personal declaration towards Braun shopping for the masters and Borchetta promoting them. She wrote, my coronary heart is so heavy proper now. It makes me ailing and extremely angry. I don't thought if there may additionally be retaliation, this is my opinion. It's greed, manipulation, and power. There is no coronary heart or thinking of everyone else. No recognize for the phrases my pal has written in view that she was once a 14 years ancient in her you robbed and overwhelmed one of our satisfactory songwriters of our time and probability to rejoice all of her song with her followers and the world. I have recognized Taylor for 13 years. She is the most dedicated, fearless, feisty, sick, strongest female I've ever known. People can say bitch, however what I'm pronouncing to you is that's known as a female with actual identification and energy who takes no shit. I listened to Fearless earlier than it got here out, and I simply take into account us sleeping on a mattress, and she was once simply sparkling. So proud of her diary being studied by way of the total world. Nervous of human beings now not liking it, however, that grew to be one of the largest information and album that saved so many younger girl who felt alone. Have a damaged heart. Who had been healing. Those who felt invisible. Gave a voice to these who didn't comprehend that they had one all along. Believing in desires again. I endure to see how she has continuously challenged herself to create a lovely lifestyles that belong to simply her. So I can inform you firsthand the most vital aspect to Taylor is her family, love, her fans, and her music. I simply hope there is exchange of coronary heart over this unlucky situation. Seeing my satisfactory pal, or any of my friends, be continuously pulled down is the worst feeling. Taylor fights. She will by no means give up fighting. People develop from choices. Some will continue to be precisely the same. I simply desire exchange of heart. I love you. Thank you for your good understanding.